Hi, Mike McGinnis with agriculture.com, being joined today via Skype with Al Kluis of Kluis Advisors, and also Al is a monthly contributor to the Successful Farming magazine on the Your Profit article. Al, first off, I want to say hello to you.
Thanks, Mike. I enjoy working with you. We've had some exciting markets again to be trading and talking about.
You betcha. Let's start with what you expect on the short-term direction of the corn market. And I know that you're going to mix in how the charts looked since Thanksgiving. So we'll start with the corn market. Give us a feel for your short-term outlook and how things have gone technically since Thanksgiving.
Sure, Mike. I think last time we did the video, we talked about this 15-week pattern in the corn chart, where about every 15 weeks we've been putting in a major high or a major low.
You bet.
Also in the November issue of Successful Farming, we had the major low week of August 10th. My projection was that we would go up into the week of Thanksgiving, and it looks like that worked. So we went up to 430, corrected down to 409. We've just kind of went in consolidation. We're not, I don't think, going to see perhaps lower. We do have the USDA report on Thursday, but we're certainly into a channel in here. A struggle in the short term to get about 430, depending on what the USDA indicates in the Thursday report. So we've had one heck of a run. We were at just $3 a bushel in August, went up to 430. We're now trading nearby futures about 418. And next week on the 14th of December, it'll be very critical to see when the March contract comes on. If we can get up and over 430, it opens the door to go up to about 470 on the nearby charts. That seems high, but we're a long ways off the bottom. The flip side is if you would come down and close twice below 410, then I think you could be heading back down towards 390 to 380. And so overall, I think, Mike, the longer term trend is up on corn, but short term here as we get in the holiday market, we could.
The USDA report will be out this week. What do you expect?
USDA report, first of all, for corn, Mike, not a lot of change. Our exports have been really strong, but ethanol and feed is kind of an unknown. I think I'd be surprised if we see the number be more than 5 million bushels different than last month. They're not going to change the production estimate in this report. They'll change that January 12th. And so basically the S&D numbers we get, the most interesting part will be what they say about the size of the exports going to China. China just keeps on coming in, buying corn and sorghum day after day after day. Initially, it was 10 million metric tons. The most recent estimate, Mike, I don't know if the USDA will publish that, is that exports to China could jump up to 20 to 30 million metric tons. Unprecedented buying in corn market because they seem like they have a huge pipeline that they have to fill.
Yeah, and what's been talked about is the USDA's own attaché has been writing about those high numbers. So it should be interesting to see if that actually happens. Now, you also have some thoughts on what farmers should be thinking about as they position themselves ahead of the end of the year.
Right. We have, generally 50, 80% of the crop sold. We're seeing really unprecedented volatility in here. If we would pop March corn futures up to 470 to 480, I don't care how bullish the news is that day, as someone who farms, you need to be making sales. If you're an end user and you take corn, any time nearby corn futures drop down below $4 to $3.90, I think you should be looking for a spot to buy. I don't have the charts in front of me, but also if we are looking at around 1040 November 21 beans, or we get up to around 420 to 440 December 21 corn, don't let those opportunities pass you by either. So basically, I want to be willing to sell into a rally, and I want to try to buy any break. The week of Thanksgiving was a key change in trend week. The other week I'm really watching very carefully, Mike, is the week of Christmas.
Good thoughts. Great stuff, Al. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Mike. Call again.
You bet. Al Kluis of Kluis Advisors and also the monthly contributor in the Successful Farming magazine with the Your Profit article. I'm Mike McGinnis for agriculture.com.